I'm Jess. I moved to Olathe, Kansas midway through this past January to help plant 33 Church with Ryan and Sarah. I moved and left my friends and my family and a pretty good job to do something I had never done with someone who had never done it in a city neither one of us had ever lived in, to help people neither one of us had ever met. And yet somehow it all just felt right. The funny thing about feelings is that they come and go. I remember right after I first made the decision, it all just felt right. I was excited, I was pumped up, I was ready to go. But as the 6 months between my making that decision and my actually moving, as those 6 months went on, I kind of went back and forth. There were days when I felt really good about it, and there were days when I didn't really feel very good about it. But I believed that I had made the right decision, and I believed that the people that I trusted believed that I had made the right decision. And so I moved. And I felt sad. I felt lonely, and I felt confused. I had anticipated feeling excited and rejuvenated and ready to go, and instead I felt sad. I spent many nights lying on my bed crying into my pillow, and I remember throwing my hands up and falling back on my bed and in between sobs just crying out to God, why? Why me? Why now? Why like this? Why here? And I remember that no matter how many times I have said it or how many times I have questioned, His answer is still, just wait, you'll see, just trust me. Trust is kind of a funny word. My friend has really been throwing this word at me over the past couple of months. And you know how kind of you listen to it in one ear and then you totally shut it out in the other one? That's apparently what I had been doing. Because when I happened across Romans 15:13, where it says, "May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit." And I remember reading that over and over again and just looking at it and just saying, that is what I want. I want joy. I want peace. I want to feel hope. And so I called my friend and I read it to her. And the first words out of her mouth were, see, it's all about trust. And I sat there and I read it again and I thought, she's right. In my desperation to feel the things that I felt I should feel, I'd missed the only thing that mattered. I had missed trust. This season in my life is not the easiest season that I'm going to go through. It's probably not the hardest, but it's definitely not the easiest. And I know that there will probably still be days when I'm crying into my pillow because I miss people and I miss things. But I know that God is right. And I know that God is faithful, and I know that He will carry through. And I have stepped out to do something that I believe He wants me to do. And my only job is to trust.